water on the seabed actually. Now there are advantages and disadvantages of the dry and wet welding. Like because doing dry welding inside the seabed actually, it is some positive side is like diver is safety. Like welder is very much safe actually. This condition is as same as ground welding. There's a good welding quality is also very improved because it is not in contact with the water. Surface monitoring, you can see your NDT non-destructive testing is possible in dry underwater welding. But wet welding, wet welding is very more versatile and low cost. You can go immediate to the water and do the welding that is possible. Easy reachable position, high operating speeds, and minimum equipment required. This is advantage of the wet welding. But when underwater welding, this protective equipments are needed. Like this is the special helmet for the underwater welder. The cost is very much like more than 1 lakhs of rupees for a single helmet for underwater welding, and is also very much heavy actually. I have also seen and not checked it. It's very much heavy. He is one of my friends actually who used to my colleague used to work in Wilson GmbH in Germany. He was underwater welding specialist. Now there are training actually given for underwater welding. Those who can do the welding on the ground, they given a diver training actually. They go inside the water and do the welding inside the water actually. In underwater welding, there are a lot of things are very specialized and different from the welding in the ground in normal environment conditions. Like electrodes are different. The electrode which normally used in a weld shop, that will not work inside the water actually. And welders go to prove themselves or get certification. Well, like in the way we do in ground welding, the welder makes some test pieces inside the water, and those test pieces are get back and sent to the laboratory to check the metallurgical and chemical properties. If it is okay, then welder gets certified. Actually, it's not a very easy job actually. And after passing this underwater training, people get this type of certification. She was one of our underwater welding in my previous company in Wilson GmbH, Germany. Now there are difference in ground and underwater welding. Like in underwater welding, the temperature is a little more actually, and welding sound is also very different. Actually, it is some muffled sound actually, because there is a lot of sound absorption by the water actually. And there are obviously risk and safety factors there in underwater welding. There is a very possibility of getting electric shock in underwater welding, especially in the wet welding. There is also possibility of explosion in the underwater welding and the wet zones. There is a possibility of the nitrogen get your bloodstream of the welder. So this is not very safe. But it's it has earlier, like 4 decades back, still people goes and specialist people, and nowadays day by day robotics is also developed. But underwater welders are highly paid. Like for example, if a welder at the ground gets say 25,000 rupees salary in India, underwater welder will get at least 4 times more salary than the ground welder. It's a very specialized job. And this is one of the robotic development actually. This type of robots can go inside the water, and you can control this robot from sitting at the ship on the sea bed actually. The people don't need to go to the water. So this is the latest development, like welding inside the water in the pipelines can be done with the help of the robotics also.